6:30, a new sport is joining the Summer Olympics, but athletes are going to have to wait until 2024 to show the world their best moves.
Ooh, looking good, but if you want to get outside this morning, I've got good news for you. Temperatures a little bit warmer than where they've been. I'll let you know why.
We are tracking breaking news this morning. The Washington Post reports that Pfizer has told the Trump administration it cannot provide substantial additional doses of its coronavirus vaccine until the summer. That delay has been caused as other countries originally rushed to buy the vaccine, meaning Americans might not be able to be vaccinated as quickly as the administration has previously stated. This morning, U.S. regulators also posted a positive review of the Pfizer vaccine data, but the FDA will still have to convene to debate the science publicly before the vaccine is officially authorized. That debate will happen on Thursday. Meanwhile, today the UK did begin vaccinating the country with 800,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, becoming the first Western country to start such a program. Yeah, as you take a look at your screen and meet Margaret Keenan, she's the 90-year-old grandmother from England who's also the first person to receive the Pfizer coronavirus vaccine.
Oh, it was fine. It was fine. I wasn't nervous at all. It was really good, yeah.
The first people to get the shot are people in senior living homes, and Keenan says she was just doing her part to end the pandemic. And of course, the second person, as you pointed out earlier this morning, Jeremy, good old Bill Shakespeare.
I love it. I love it. William Shakespeare gets the second one. And you know, Taming of the Shrew, a great Shakespeare comedy. A lot of papers in the UK calling it the Taming of the Flu.
That's great. I love it. I love the punny way that we can enjoy the beginning of what is hopefully the end of the pandemic.
Yeah, the mood feels just a little bit lighter now that we are getting ever so much closer. But it still is going to be a while, and well, we've got to make it through that part of it. And for now, it's staying away from others and getting outside. So if you want to get outside, I've got good news for you this morning. Temperatures are a little warmer than where they've been the past few mornings. We're starting out the day with a little bit of cloud cover overhead, and that little bit of cloud cover, that slight bit of a difference, is doing a few things. It means fog's not as widespread. Moses Lake, about the only place with some of that. But temperatures staying a little bit warmer than where they've been. We're close to freezing here in Spokane this morning. Same with Coeur d'Alene, Sandpoint 32. Pullman, Moscow, Lewiston, temperatures up in the 40s already today, thanks to our southwesterly flow. That flow continues through much of the day, giving us moisture and cloud cover. Cloud cover eventually turns into a little bit of rain overnight for us here in Spokane. Off to the north, that starts later on tonight, but it does clear out as we get into Wednesday afternoon. So a quick little round, but that quick little round, Joshua, is a change in our weather pattern and a sign of things to come.
I have a feeling you've got more details coming up for us a little later, right?
Of course.
Okay, we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. 6:33 now. Republican and Democratic lawmakers have not been able to agree on a second COVID relief bill, and now time is running out. They must pass a spending bill to avoid government shutdown on Friday. Just yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell gave an update on the negotiations to pass that spending bill, and he blames partisanship for the gridlock.
We just need both sides to finally do what members of Congress do when they're serious about wanting an outcome. Drop the all or nothing tactics, drop the hostage taking, and make law in the many places where we have common ground.
McConnell says Congress needs to pass this legislation in order to do right by the country before the holidays. Now, one of the controversial policies was another round of stimulus checks. A bipartisan group of lawmakers are finalizing that $900 billion piece of legislation aimed at helping businesses and the unemployed, but another round of checks is not included. So if there's no checks, what is in the bill? The plan would provide an additional $300 a week for the unemployed. It would also help small businesses and state governments bridge the gap until the economy improves. Meanwhile, congressional leaders would like to attach any deal they come up with to that government funding bill, which is supposed to pass before potentially seeing that shutdown on Friday. Let's take a look now at what's trending. It's the Summer Olympic Games, and no, the games did not get delayed again. This is why. It's because yesterday the International Olympic Committee approved breakdancing or breaking to become an official sport. It's going to be called breaking as well, officially at the Olympics. And the name was created in the 70s by the hip-hop pioneers throughout the United States. So event leaders hope that the introduction of this new sport will lure in a younger audience. However, the Olympic Committee still needs time to prepare the sport lineup. So we're probably not going to see any of this breakdancing happening in 2021. We'll have to wait to the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, France. Meanwhile, the Tokyo Games will still be held next year on July 23rd. You'll see new sports during those summer games as well, including skateboarding, sport climbing, and surfing. This morning, we want to ask you, what is your favorite Summer Olympic sport? You can text us at 509-448-2000, whether it's an old sport, a new sport, any of them. Let us know, and we would love to share your responses here on Up with KREM. You said climbing, Jeremy. That was the one that you were looking for?
Yeah, I think climbing is going to be the greatest just because it feels closest to home for me, you know?
I got to say, surfing seems like it'd be pretty cool, too. Yeah. I would love to watch that.
Yeah, I love watching surfing. I don't know how you even judge it, but it seems cool.
Yeah.
Seems like they know what they're
Have
doing.
you ever surfed before?
No.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
It's so
I
much
wish.
fun.
Maybe I'll take that up this year.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Plenty of things we can celebrate once the summer hits. We'll have the pandemic done by then. We'll have the vaccines out. First chance to learn to surf. I love it.
Yeah, great. Yeah, 2021 is going to be great.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's plan it right now. Now, speaking of things that you can love, there's a movie idea that you have to see to believe. Yeah, Colonel Sanders is Lifetime's newest Christmas movie star. How you can catch this bizarre flick.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Fried chicken and Christmas. That sounds perfect. All right, coming up, we're going to break down your weather and what you can expect as an active weather pattern returns.
Good morning to you. Ahead on CBS This Morning, Britain begins coronavirus vaccinations. We'll talk with the U.S. Assistant Secretary of Health about the federal government's plans to distribute a COVID-19 vaccine once it's available in this country. Also, federal stimulus programs are about to expire here, threatening many Americans with economic hardship. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin discusses a bipartisan plan he's working on to extend relief funding. Plus, we'll introduce you to a couple raising money to help those financially hurt by the pandemic. See the moment they surprise people with their generous tips. People like a good surprise and a good tip. We'll see you at 7 o'clock on the dot.